The first time I heard my dad's voice after he died, I was sitting right here on the couch. It was just about 4 hours after he passed away. I had come home and I was waiting for my son to wake up. It was pretty early in the morning. At the time, he was 4 years old. And I remember thinking, I'm just not ready to tell him yet that his grandfather passed away. And so, what I decided to do instead was honor my dad with Alex, my son, in the tradition that my dad and I had with Hostess cupcakes. When I was a little girl, my dad sometimes would leave me Hostess cupcakes like next to my bed in the middle of the night. And when I'd wake up in the morning, they were there to eat. Or he'd sneak one in my lunch, or he'd put it right on my pillow when I went to bed, and it would be a treat that I would eat before I would fall asleep. And so on the way home, I grabbed a little package of those two Hostess cupcakes from the gas station. And Alex woke up and he was sitting in my lap. And I was telling him about this tradition with the Hostess cupcakes. And I opened it and I said, Alex can have one and Mama's going to have one. And as I went to eat mine, I thought, I don't need to eat this. I've been eating like crap all week with my, dad passing away and everything was fast and on the go. I don't really, how do I really need to do this? And as I thought that, in the very same moment, I heard my dad's actual voice in my head say, eat the cupcake, Amber. It'll be all right. And it's like I recognized it, that the voice was there, but I didn't think twice about it. I just automatically assumed I just made that up. My brain made that up. But I did eat the cupcake, and it was delicious. It was just a handful of hours after eating that Hostess cupcake because he told me to. I had come here to my favorite park to go for a walk and just sort of process the very long week. And as I pulled in and shut the car off, I finally released some emotions with some tears. And I just realized how mentally exhausted I was. I wasn't in deep grief, but I needed to release a little bit of that emotion. And I thought, gee, I don't really know if I can go for a walk right now. And with that very thought, I heard my dad's voice say, get out of the car, honey. You've cried enough tears over me in your life. And my first thought was, well, that's true. I have cried enough tears over my dad in my life. Loved him very much. And sometimes we had a little bit of a complex relationship and history. But it still wasn't registering like, what was that? In a way, I think I just assumed that somehow my brain was inventing that. So I didn't give it much credence until about a half hour later. As I then was walking down this path of mostly tall pines, I really just said to myself, I didn't think or imagine I was speaking to my dad or anybody. I was just kind of saying to myself, Dad, I just hope you're all right. And what I meant by that was like, I hope. What did I mean by that? I was unsure of what is the afterlife, unsure of who belongs there, not feeling entirely confident that I would know if I would see my dad again. And so I said to myself in my own heart, I hope you're all right, Dad. And instantly, without hesitation, I heard back, I'm just fine, Amby. I'm going to stick around here a while and help some people, and I'm happy about it. This caused me to stop walking. I heard that in my dad's actual voice. And what I recognized in that moment was that I don't know what that was, but I, as Amber, would not have said that. I would have said, it's beautiful here. I'm with my parents and thunder, and heaven is so beautiful and gorgeous. I would have said something like that. I would have never come up with, I'm going to stick around here a while and help some people, and I'm happy about it. And this is the first time I thought to myself, could my dad actually somehow be communicating with me? And that's where this whole beautiful journey toward light, love, connection, healing, and understanding that our reality is so much bigger than simply what we see. That's how this all began.